This is a poem speaking to your inner child. And this poem is to my son. I need you to see me, not as a mom, not as the one who should have known better, not as the woman you judged off highlights and hard days' work. No. I need you to see me. I need you to see me, but as that little girl who never got a childhood long enough to even dream of you. All little girls dream, baby. All kids dream. I need you to see the kid I was before responsibility. Before responsibility crawled inside my bones and built a home it never paid rent for. Because before I was your mother, I was a scared ass child trying to survive grown ass storms. And I need you to understand, I didn't learn love the normal way. I learned it through impact, pain. I learned it through the back of my dad's hands. At 2 years old, hitting a toddler's face so he could release his demons on me because he didn't want to heal. He took it out on everyone. At 2 years old, and I was already learning how to let myself leave a room without leaving my body. The pain and the trauma inside that home. That bathtub held more of my story than any photo album ever did. I wasn't raised by all this love and joy and quilts and lullabies and getting tucked in. I was raised by chaos, trauma, drama, wearing my father's cologne. And I need you to understand and see that before I was your mother, baby, you gotta understand something real. When a child grows in certain environments in fear, their nervous system becomes a neighborhood they never want to walk in because they never feel safe. They never feel protected. They're always on high alert. Then at 11, me and my sister ran away from my father's. We evicted ourselves. We ran from that house like it was on fire. It was hell every day. And we were two burning matches, blowing in the wind, hoping they didn't go out, and we had to stay with his raggedy ass. That man was evil. Trauma slapped the childhood out of me way before puberty did. And through all of the trauma, more was to come. 13 on my own, but my innocence had already been evicted from my body. 13 on my own. Not by choice, by survival, by hunger, by loneliness, by a world that never asked my age before they asked for my body. hustling, grinding, escorting. 13 years old. I was on a stage. I didn't grow up fast. Life is snatched the speed limit sign and dared me to slow down. And I pushed it full throttle. I did. And I was surviving. And I have no regrets. But then God, He knew I needed you. He gave me mercy. And He gave me grace. And it was on your face. And He dropped you in my arms. And it was me and you against the world. A heartbeat that didn't come to harm me. You gave me a reason. You gave me a mirror. You gave me a second chance. And nothing prepared me more. Nothing prepared me for it. You didn't come with a manual. It was me and you against the world. 16 years old. You were here. I had just turned 16. Actually, pregnant 15. She was 16. So, baby on one hip, drama sitting on the other. Like, good luck with that. Just me and you. I was still bleeding from wounds I didn't even know I had. I didn't even have names for them. I didn't know how to heal them. I didn't know what I was doing because I was still shaking from nights that I didn't even know how to forget. So I became numb to a lot, to the world. I was still learning the meaning of safety when I was supposed to be giving it to you. And I protected me and you at all costs. At all costs. I tried. I survived every damn day. It would get snatched out of me. Every day, myself, my soul left me. But you know what? I still showed up for you. I still showed up for us. You remember the chaos, but you don't remember what I kept from you. You remember the noise, but you don't realize how much silence I swallowed so you wouldn't hear me lose hope. You didn't see certain sacrifices because it wasn't meant for you to see. You remember wanting more, but not the monsters that I blocked trying to give everything to you. And I get it. I get people don't see people sacrifice or understand a parent's bruises. They see mistakes. They see or assume what they would do. Baby, mothers are just little girls with grown bodies still trying to figure it out. And I'm still trying. I'm still trying to breathe through old nightmares. I have released so much and fought so hard. And now I see you're grown. You're a father holding that beautiful baby girl of yours. And you're such an amazing father. You hold her with such soft hands than I ever knew. And I watch you love on her, keep her safe. And the way you look at her is so amazing. She is so loved. And it is so beautiful. You are gentle with her. You're patient. And you are whole. And you're an amazing father. And it heals me. It heals the little girl in me. In places I didn't even know were broken and bleeding. needed healing. And I thank you for that. And I thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. I wish, I got looked at half that way with grace and with softness, and that maybe, that you would just understand my mom. She's doing her best. With no tools, no blueprint. I wasn't raised with all the love, and I know sometimes it seems like I'm a hard ass and I don't get it. But I love with everything that I survived the lack of. And if you see nothing else, if the whole world forgets this, you forget this. I want this part to tattoo itself on your heart. My love, your mother didn't fail you. Your mother fought for you. I did. With wounds that were still open. And some are still open. And shit, I got new ones. You didn't grow up with a perfect mom. And I'm so sorry. I wish you grew up with a warrior who didn't know I was one until I looked down at you. And I saw that little boy that I refused to lose. And that little boy, you was my fire. Everything under my ass. You made me grit and grind and fight so hard for us. You were my why. But, so before you judge a parent, ask yourself, do you know the child they were forced to grow up as? Do you know the shadows that people fight, the demons, the pain, the hurt? You don't need to know everything. Because a lot of us face monsters that you can't even understand. And everybody faces their own monsters. But we have to face them so our kids can sleep. Every mother was someone's baby first. Every father was someone's broken little boy. We all just need more empathy and sympathy. Every parent has a story you were never meant to carry. And if you can see that and love on people more and just give us grace, if you can hold that truth in your hands, then empathy becomes easier. Love becomes softer. And the cycle of all this chaotic, crazy, generational curse shit, we stop it. We have to start every generation getting better and better and better and better. And it starts right here with you guys listening, with you just understanding, with you forgiving. What you never saw because it wasn't for you to see or yours to survive. Baby, I wasn't raised by love, and that sucks. I wish You know, I could have been softer and gentler and more nurturing in certain areas. I wasn't raised by safety, but I'd give it 10 toes down. I wasn't raised by gentle hands, but I gave it. I may not have been the gentlest all the time, but I raised you with every piece of sunlight I could find in my darkness. In the dark, I gave you so much light, even I didn't have any. And everything I didn't know how to give, I pray you give your daughter. So the healing doesn't end with me. It begins with you. And that's so beautiful. It really is. All I ask is for you to see me. I love you.